Now, again, the discuss the 2 point. One, life of the people, women, and second, the political activities of women. So, beginning, women were the active participate in the event like a revolution में, क्रांति में. So, many important change in the French society. The hope that the involvement would the pursues in the revolutionary government to introduce the measures to improve their life. जीने का वो चाहते हैं कि जीने के का साधन ठीक होनी चाहिए. मोस्ट वुमेन, बहुत खासकर मोस्ट वुमेन of the third classes, of the third class, yes, of the third class, of the third class. So their work as the like a laundry, washerman के काम करना, sold flowers है, उसका fruits and vegetables at the market, and or the employed the domestic servants in the house. उनको इस तरह से ट्रीटमेंट किया जाता था वहां के महिलाएं लोग को. और दूसरा, most women did not have the education. बहुत सारी महिलाएं जो है वो एजुकेशन से वंचित रहती थी. एंड not only the education but also the job training, and only one, the daughter of the noble and or vendors, traders, rich, the peoples of the third states members could study where in the government, the convent school. Is educated, after which the family agreed a marriage for them. Working women, the positions, उनका जो पोजीशन था वो काफी अच्छी नहीं थे. Had also the care or for his family. Which family? The royal family, है ना, aristocrat family, है ना, और noble family. So he just the take caring attitudes to apply the women to take care your children's. हाँ, उस बच्चे को देखभाल करना, खाना खिलाना, सुलाना, स्नान कराना, घुमाना, ये सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उस मेड सर्वेंट के ऊपर में रख दिया गया. वर्किंग वुमेन हैड द केयर, ठीक, लाइक वो फ्रेश वाटर है, क्वेरी है, द ब्रेड्स लाना है तो मार्केट्स में जाके लंबी क्यू में वो वेट करती थी और वहां से भेज. सो वेयर द लोअर देन द मैन, सो लुक आफ्टर द चिल्ड्रन, बट वेजेज क्या था, द डेली वेजेज जो था वो कंपेरिजन जब हम लोग करते थे तो कंपेरिजन में ये देखे कि उसका वेजेज जो है आपका कम वेजेज था. इसके मनपत में तो मैन के हिसाब से उसका वेजेज जो है वो काफी कम वेजेस था। ठीक है। सो इन ऑर्डर डिस्कस, कहता है कि इन ऑर्डर द डिस्कस and voice that the interest the women start their own the political club। अब उसके बाद वो लोग आपस में डिस्कस किया, डिस्कस करने के बाद कि हम लोग अब एक पॉलिटिकल क्लब को फॉर्म करें, क्लब को फॉर्म करें। अबाउट द 60 ओन पॉलिटिकल क्लब होना चाहिए एंड द न्यूज़पेपर्स अबाउट द 60 वुमेन द क्लब के द डिफरेंट द फ्रेंच सिटी। सो फ्रेंच सिटी के डिफरेंट पार्ट्स में करीब करीब ये क्लब का फॉर्मेशन हुआ। ठीक है, क्लब का फॉर्मेशन हुआ। और मोटो क्या था? मोटो था क्या? ये द पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविटीज ऑफ द फॉर द वुमेन, इसकी पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविटीज को ये करना था। About the 60 women, the club come up the different friends, but the society and revolutionists and the Republican women were the most the famous of them। सोसाइटी जो क्रांतिकारी उग्रवादी लोग थे, जो विद्रोह करते, जो सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट में राइट टू क्या था? शी प्रोटेस्ट अगेंस्ट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस एंड द डिक्लेरेशन द राइट टू मैन एंड द सिटीजन ऑफ देम देयर वुमेन आल्सो। सो सेकंड कहता है कि इन द वुमेन्स वेर disappointed that the constitutions of 1792 उस समय सो संविधान जो 1791 के समय वो डिसअपॉइंटेड थी, वो खुश नहीं थी कि क्योंकि उनका जो क्या कहता आजादी की बात करो, उनकी जो क्षमता था कि रिड्यूस देम द पैसिव सिटीजन, ताकि पैसिव सिटीजन वो हमने डिस्कस करते पैसिव सिटीजन के आधार पर कहा कि नहीं, पैसिव सिटीजन आपसे वोट देने के लायक आप रह सकते नहीं दे सकते हो, आप मेंबर्स हो बट यू आर नॉट राइट टू द वोट। सो पैसिव एक्टिव नहीं, मैन एंड वुमेन वेयर द क्लास एज द पैसिव activity। Second, third, but she demands to right to vote। Yes, अब उन्होंने डिमांड किया है अगेंस्ट में। अब धीरे धीरे विद्रोह के कारण धीरे धीरे एक्टिविटीज का डेवलप वुमेन्स की, उसकी भी आप बोले कि मेरे भी आप पार्टिसिपेट होनी चाहिए इस फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट में, फ्रांस रिवोल्यूशन में, क्रांति में। तो they demanded the right to vote, to be the reduce the assembly and hold the political office। Only them they would not be interested and they represented the new government। In the early years, the revolutionary government did not introduce law that help in the, so together with the certain the state schooling made the compulsory for the all girls। अब नहीं, ये not only right to vote but right to education, तो इसमें भी आपको मदद करना है, स्पेशली फॉर द गर्ल्स चिल्ड्रंस के लिए। they longer face into the marriage against the will। Marriage was made for the contract the centered the freely and registered under the civil law। ऐसे नहीं, ताकि उनके जो फादर जो थे father, together with the certain for the state school, schooling was made the compulsory for the all girls. Their fathers could not no longer force them into the marriage against their will the marriage. बोले कि आप उसको बाल विवाह की बात करते हो, उसको आप फोर्स नहीं कर सकते हो, तुम्हें शादी करनी ही है, नहीं उसको शादी करने का फोर्स आप नहीं कर सकते हैं. Marriage and made into the contract centered into the fairly the registered under the civil law. Not next, the women struggle for the equal political. But the women struggle for the equal political rights and continue during the region. So here, the life of the revolutionary woman. She protests against the constitution. Who? The woman. And the declaration of the rights of the man. And citizens of the today from the basis of the right to each the human. In the 1790, she worked the declaration of the right of the women and the citizens, which she addressed the Queen and the member of the National Assembly. So demand there act the important. 1793 अब करें कि now the 70 ये 19 were the fight for the votes के लिए. Number second that 1946 the example the political activities of France when that during the revolutionary year and kept alive in the spy. So example of the political activities, women's during the revolutionary year and but kept alive and inspirations, the memory. So मेन एक्टिविटी क्या था कि अपने आजादी के लिए, राइट टू वोट के लिए, अपनी स्वतंत्रता के लिए उन्होंने वुमेन्स भी अपना एक नया संगठन क्लब का फॉर्म किया और it was finally 1946 there was the French owned the right to vote और लास्ट में उन्होंने ये अंत में काफी संघर्ष करने के बाद उसे भी सफलता मिली. कहता है कि क्या है ये सम ऑफ द बेसिक राइट्स सेट फोर्थ इन द ओलंपिक डी वॉजेज डिक्लेरेशन. पहला दिया कि वुमेन्स इज बॉर्न द फ्री एंड द रिमेन्स इक्वल टू मैन इन राइट. वो भी इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी जैसे हमारे यहाँ आए थे. नो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बिटवीन द अपर कास्ट लोअर कास्ट, नॉट द रिलीजन के आधार पर, सेक्स के आधार पर, ह्यूमन एंड मैन सबके साथ तो पूरा वही सिस्टम इन्होंने लाना चाहता था कि वही कहा कि वो सिस्टम चाहिए. सी वांट सी वाज द ट्राई बाय द नेशनल convinced with the change there with the tensions the after the she was the spirit वो चेंज रहते वो सिस्टम को बदलना चाहते थे. चेंज नाउ सेकेंड the story. The source of the all the sovereignty besides the nation, which are the nothing but the union of the women and men. The laws should be expensive of the general will all the female and male citizens should have a say either the personally or by their female and male citizens equal all the honor and the public employment according to their abilities with any with any other decisions than that they are the benefits. So we can say that the revolution starts women who men who. Now the number one question, say what were the main features of the constitutions of 1791. The main features, listen up, main features of constitution of 1791. Number one, the France become the constitutional monarchy. The power of the king were the reduced to great extent. Second, these powers instead being the concentrated by the hand to one person were now the separated and assigned in the different institutions. Third, the constitutions of the 1791 state the power to make law the National Assembly, which indirectly elected the citizens vote group. Now next question. What is the conditions of women in France before the revolutions? I have already discussed the women in the France did not avail the respectable status in the society. They were the considered much the inferior to man before the revolution. Most of the third states had to work for the living. So they work as बताया था कि क्या है the laundries, sold flour, fruits, vegetables, market, employed as a domestic servant in the houses, and the people, most women did not have the access to education and the job training. So, so it is that क्या ये उनकी कंडीशन थी उसमें से फिर कंडीशन तो रिवोल्यूशनरी गवर्नमेंट डू to improve the conditions of the women in the France. Improve the government in the earlier years introduced the several laws to improve the conditions of the women in the France. Okay? The states schools were the create and the schooling was made the compulsory for all the girls. Second, the women could no the longer be forced to the many marry against. आप उसको फोर्स नहीं जो मैंने डिस्कस किया था आप उसको फोर्स नहीं कर सकते हो कि शादी करने के लिए छोड़ दीजिए उसकी मतलब है ना क्या वो divorce was the made the legal and could be appealed for the both women and men अगर divorce हो जाती है तो लीगल है कि दोनों अपील कर सकते हैं कोर्ट में women could not that train for jobs could be become the artist or the run a small businessman so the any question and source based question नंबर 1 देखोगे पढ़ोगे some of the basic rights for the Olympics में क्वेश्चन है write down the question how did Olympic the god view the women क्या व्यू था तो व्यू देखेंगे पहला व्यू था कि ओलंपिक the goddess opined that the woman was born the free and therefore she should remain the equal to man in the right. So there should not be the any the this party between the both and sex. Now second question, what should be goal of the political association according to her? So according to the Olympic, the gauge, the goal of the all the political associated should be the preservation of the all the natural rights such as like a liberty ho, poverty ho, security ho, resistance to resistance of the man and women. What was her opinion? The law. So she was the opinion that the law should be the expenses of the general and will all the female and male personality all the female and the male personality or by the representative in his the formulated it should be the same of all एनालिसिस द गिवन टेबल। अब ये आप देख रहे हैं कि now next topic your, what is the next topic? Tell me. Krish Kumar. Krish.
Yes, sir.
Write down the question. Huh? बताओ। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक नहीं पता है तुमको है। Now the evolution of slavery. One of the most revolutionary social reform, Jacobin, the evolutions of the slavery in the France colony, the colony in the Caribbean, Martin Quick, Gaudi, Lopi, and the San Domino, Domingo, where the important है ना supply of the communities such as the tobacco, indigo, sugar, and coffee, but the reference of the Europeans to go and work the distant, the unfamiliar land means the shortage of the labor on the plantation. So this was meant the triangular slave trade between the Europe, Africa, and the America. The trade began the 17th century. The 17th century trade. Let's start the 17th century. Seventeenth century. France merchants sailed from the ports of the Bordeaux or the Nantes, the African coast, or exploitations of the slave labor made the possible to meet the growing demands in the European markets, the sugar, coffee, indigo. Port city, their economic prosperity of the flourish the slave trade. अब कहता है कि पूरा का जो बंदरगाह फलते फूलते रहे दास व्यापार के कारण समृद्धि। तो ड्यू टू द स्लेवरी के कारण, वर्कर्स के कारण, द नेम द बंदरगाह फ्रांसिसो द नंतो Nante, just the African coast, but there throughout the 18th century there was the certain the 18th century 18th century, the National Assembly held a long debates about whether the to right of the man should be the extended to all France subject, the include the house in the colony. लंबी बहस चलती रही व्यक्तियों के कर और फ्रांसीसी प्रदान किया जाता था व्यापार के कारण विद्रोह कर तो कंपनी नेशनल असेंबली में कोई भी कानून पारित नहीं होता था अंत जो ले इधर 1974 द legislators to the free all the there in the France over there the सबको छोड़ दिया गया एक छोटी सब्जी के समय में उपनिषेध करने के लिए है ना निग्रो द अफ्रीकन निग्रो there the economic interested heavily the was family abolished in the France colony in the 18th so last the slavery दास जिसको कहते हैं गुलाम गुलाम के कारण उसको लास्ट slave was the finally abolished the France colony in the 18th century. The records क्या कहता है कि act the fishing Negro just like the Afriki the peoples